Yo, what's happening, people? Back again for another stream. Don't forget to smash the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel at Gav Goes In. So, who will be the front runners for the upcoming Euro 2024 for the Young Player of the Year? So, I've gone for the three that I think will be the front runners, and I'll tell you why I've picked them. I think what it is as well. I think these players probably will be playing a bit more regularly as well than some of the others. So the three that I've gone for is Bayern Munich and Germany attacking midfielder Jamal Musiala, 21 years of age. I've gone for Holland, 21-year-old PSG attacking midfielder on a Red Bull Leipzig this season as well, Xavi Simons. And then I've gone for Barcelona and Spain's mercurial talent, 16-year-old Lamine Yamal. So there are probably a few absentees from the three that I picked in Phil Foden, Cole Palmer, Jude Bellingham, Kobbie Mainoo, Florian Wirtz, Pedri, Nuno Mendes, and obviously got João Neves at Portugal. So I believe João Neves, I don't think he'll play enough. I don't think he'll get enough game time for him to stake a claim. Nuno Mendes, for me, is a very good player. I can see Nuno Mendes starting for Portugal at left back. But I think very rarely does player of the tournament or young player of the tournament go to a left back unless they've got crazy goal involvement or the actual team wins the tournament. So that's why I've not put him in the three. For me, Pedri could have gone in there. Obviously, Pedri's been very injury prone. I love Pedri as a player. I think Pedri's a top player, central midfielder, very reminiscent of Andres Iniesta. You know, obviously inherited his number as well. For me, top player. But I think if he can overcome his injuries, then he could be in with a shout. But yeah, it's just someone that I've just not picked in this list in the three. Same with Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz, top player, just picked by his national teammate Jamal Musiala. As I mentioned already, I think these two will have a big say in the upcoming Euros for Germany. And then obviously Kobbie Mainoo. I think Kobbie Mainoo, just like João Neves, I'm not too sure if Kobbie Mainoo is going to get much game time. Hopefully he does. But that's the reason why I've not picked him in my three. And then you've got Jude Bellingham. To be honest with you, I'm not a massive fan of Jude Bellingham, as I've mentioned before on my channel. Although I do think he will be playing quite regularly. I don't think that in actual fact, I think Bellingham's going to come unstuck in this tournament because I can see where England are looking to play him as a number 10 when he's not a number 10, and it's going to be to the detriment of the team. And then you've got Phil Foden and Cole Palmer. For me, two of England's best players. They could have easily been in this list. Obviously, Phil Foden's a little bit older at 23 years of age, and Cole Palmer is 22. But I think the three that I've picked, I'm pretty confident that these three will shine. And I think they will get a lot of game time. So if we start off with Jamal Musiala, obviously Jamal Musiala come through the ranks at Chelsea before departing for Bayern Munich. For me, one of the best attacking midfielders in the game right now. Lovely dribbler of the ball. Very composed on the ball as well. You know, loves to break the lines. And the one thing I like about Musiala is his temperament. You know, he's someone that when he's on the ball, he never looks rushed. And I think that's a sign of a top player. And at the age of 21, like for me, he's got the world at his feet, really. You know, someone that will comfortably be a name to remembered in football if he carries on his path. So I think he definitely will be up there for sure. And I think with the midfield that I think Germany will have as well, that will provide the platform for the likes of Musiala and Florian Wirtz to go and create their magic. I think he's primed for a good Euros, and I believe if Musiala does have a good Euros, I can see Germany making at least the semi-finals. Yeah, 100%. If he has a good tournament. Moving on to Xavi Simons. I think Xavi Simons, or Simmons, if you want to say, I think he possibly can announce himself. Obviously on the world stage. I mean, obviously he's a name anyway, but I believe that if he has a good tournament, I think PSG will have a decision to make on him, whether they sell him to make a profit or whether they introduce him into the squad. And I think with the likes of Mbappe moving on, bringing Xavi Simons back is key for them. But I think there will be interest as well. So, but I think he's going to start for Holland. I think if Holland want to go there and they want to, stamp their authority on the tournament, I think making Xavi Simons a key part of that team as a starter will go a long way to showing that. Just like Musiala, very graceful on the ball, never seems rushed. And I think with his dribbling and his passing, he could obviously be another dimension for Holland. And Holland are going to need that as well to help with the attacking threat of Memphis Depay. And I think someone like Xavi Simons will need to step up as well. I think in terms of Holland's defense, I think the defense is fine. They've got players at the back there that are solid and that can do a job. So that should allow the attacking players to flourish. And someone like Xavi Simons will need that backing from his defense and the midfield for him to go and do what he's got to do. And I think for sure he's going to be one of the players of the tournament, just like Musiala at 21 years of age. And then we go on to, for me, I believe this player is a generational talent. The fact that he's left-footed as well. Obviously, me being left-footed myself, naturally I tend to look at these players a lot more. And at the age of 16, Lamine Yamal for me is he's destined to become, if he develops properly, which I have no doubt that he will. But he's destined to become one of the best players of his generation for sure. Obviously, right winger, left-footed, inverted, kind of players I like to watch. He's dribbling, his ball control is already at the young age of 16. He's at a top level, and I think for Spain, he will set the world alight. I believe. I think with Lamine Yamal, he's going to be playing with no fear. Really, he's played in big games, arguably against Real Madrid for Barcelona. And coming to the Euros will be no different for him. For me, the expectation on him will be high. But I believe he can handle it. I think he's going to be a top player. I just think if he just carries on the way he is at the moment, I think the only thing he probably needs to do now is just add more goals consistently, because his actual ability on the ball as an actual winger is clear for all to see. So for him to go to the next level, it's going to be the consistency with the goals and the assists. For me, I've always been a person that looks at performance first. And from what I've seen of him, his performance has always been of a high level at the tender age of 16. So for me, he's already on the path to being one of the best players of his generation for sure. And this tournament will just showcase a player that in the future will be competing for the Ballon d'Or. And top player, Lamine Yamal. So out of all the young players from that list that I've done there, for me, I think it's between Lamine Yamal and Jamal Musiala as young player of the tournament. There could be a surprise one in there, but I think just purely from a technical point of view, as technical standpoint, should I say, and for how far I think their countries will go as well, which is going to have a big factor. I think Yamal and Musiala will be 1 and 2, and obviously Xavi Simons in 3. And then you've got the others, as I mentioned before. It just depends how much game time a few of them get and performances. But for sure, yeah, I think those 3 will be the 3. Hope you guys like the stream. As I said, don't forget to smash the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel at Gav Goes In. I'm going to be back literally in 20 minutes to do my player of the tournament. And then I'll be back at 2:30 as well to do who's going to be top scorer. So stay tuned, guys. Smash the like button, subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you back in 20 minutes.